time you stir up the ground, it's like stirring up a fire. And when you stir up a fire, you inject a bunch of oxygen, and you oxidize off a bunch of carbon. And the exact same thing takes place in the soil. When you inject that oxygen with tillage, you oxidize off carbon. And so there's 9 million pounds of soil in the top 8 inches of an acre. And if you change organic matter 1% by oxidizing it off, that's a lot of carbon that has gone from the soil into the air. And on my farm, when I started farming it, before I started no-tilling, the organic matter by tillage had been reduced from about 10% when this was a prairie to 3.5%.
And what year was that?
That was in 74 or 5 was our first soil test.
Okay.
And now we're back up to about 8 to 8.5% organic matter. My guess is we'll stay somewhere in that neighborhood.
Okay.
With, you know, the normal tillage that you have to do in a no-till system. But, you know, the fact that we've added back 4% organic matter, that is a tremendous amount of carbon that has come out of the air, built a plant, and then is now returned to the soil. The other thing is, with water being our biggest yield factor, plus or minus, a pound of organic matter in the soil holds 4 pounds of water.
Okay.
So the more water, organic matter we have in the soil,
the more
water it holds, and the better yields we get. And the better
even if it gets dry and you don't get rain for a while, you can still kind of power through that time.
There's more there.
Yep.
And the better yields we get, the more carbon we take out of the air to build that better yielding plant, and the more that it sequesters.
Are most of the people in this area practicing no-till, or do some still do pretty heavy tillage, or what's the story?
If you look around here, no-till soybeans are very popular, probably well over 50%.
Okay.
No-till corn, less popular.
Right.
It's difficult to get the soil temperatures high enough in corn. Corn we plant first, usually into cold soils, and so if the weather doesn't cooperate and get us enough heat, that black soil warms up faster, so you get a better stand out of your corn. We talked about earlier that our seed costs $100.
But you're still not doing a deep tillage on that, even, are you? Or are you sometimes?
Both. Both goes on.
Okay.
Some people like to till.
Okay.
And believe that deep tillage produces a better crop.
Okay. And then last year you did corn on corn in one of your fields, and you said that was kind of not a normal practice. You did no-till corn on corn, right?
On corn, yeah.
And the reason is because there was too much. All the trash can lead to different maturation rates. Is that what I understood?
Well, it's very hard to get a uniform seed bed with all that trash out there.
Okay.
Corn needs to all emerge on the same day.
Okay.
And if a corn emerges a day or two late, over the rest of it, it just becomes a weed. It'll never produce grain.
Okay.
But it'll, you know, it's costing you as much to grow that plant as the next one.
Right.
And so now soybeans, much more forgiving.
Okay.
And all you got to do is get them covered up with dirt, get a little rain on them. They'll all come up sometime.
Right.
And they don't compete as strong with each other. So soybeans, if they don't all come up the same day, it doesn't really affect the yield much.
Okay.